Want to make sure everything is up and running. If you are tuned in on the live stream, please do send us a message on the chat board and let us know if you are catching sound on your end. Appreciate it greatly. We are coming to you live from the Jack Shea Arena, the 32 rink, in the Olympic Village of Lake Placid, New York. Okay. Checking in, and let's see what we have here. Okay, still nothing live on the chat. Let's go ahead and run this back up once again. What I'm looking for is confirmation on the audio coming across. Greatly appreciated. As we are inside of 10 seconds before the end of the warm-up period. Standing by right now. We will check with, hey Matty, you want to check on that audio, please? Good. Excellent. Thank you so much, Charles and Brody. And it's coming in good volume and everything like that. It's not distorting. It's not too loud, not too quiet. You let me know and I'll dial it in. Welcome one and all to the 42nd Northwood Hockey Invitational. So good to be back after a long break, 22 months. Too long. My name's Glenn Burnett with the play-by-play and color commentary. So good to be here. So glad you'd have me here. Welcome back to the 32 rink, the Jack Shea Arena in Lake Placid, New York. We've got snowy skies outside. The weather has warmed up a bit from the deep freeze we experienced Saturday and Sunday, down as low as 20 under zero, sub-zero, as we get set for the Girls' Championship. Gilmour Academy being hosted by the Northwood Schoolgirls team. We celebrated senior night a couple of nights ago. Goaltenders are ready. We have Erica Penny in the net for Northwood, and we are underway. Let's play some hockey. This is championship style here as we open up the action in the GA zone. In the net for Gilmour, that is Hatch. We've already seen Hatch stand up a strong performance earlier in the tournament. We're looking to see some top-rated hockey out here as Gilmour comes up with it and sends it out to neutral ice. Poked away. This is Zarconi. One-on-one, goes to the bar and no goal. Well, in some sports, they say the sideline is a defender. In hockey, sometimes you draw the long straw and the bars around the cage become an extra defender. And it seems that way for young Hatch. As Smith behind the net sends it out. Demers up ahead as they try to climb the ladder. This is Wilson. Centering pass. Keep an eye on the young skater out of Hanawa Falls, New York. Assistant captain, pledging to St. Lawrence University in the fall. Steady with the stick handling. Gets in and out of the cuts quickly. As this is played out to Kigan. turned over, and here's Gilmour in the offensive zone, stolen away as O'Brien comes up with it. Out to neutral ice. We will have two 25-minute halves in this championship. We may end up going even deeper than that into some sort of an overtime. Overtimes do happen. We had one earlier. Shout out to Northwood varsity team suffering defeat in a triple overtime earlier today. That was Annaba cutting through the neutral zone. And now from D to D, Gilmour in their own zone, looking to start the rush. As that one goes down for icing. Annaba not able to get on her horse to chase it down. So we'll get a face-off to Hatch's right. Quick acknowledgement for the visuals being presented by our producer, Matt Scheller. If you have any questions or comments, please do send them up in the chat. I am monitoring. I have one eye on the chat, two eyes on the game. As this is chipped out towards the far side, Facette digging for it. And Gilmour now in on the left wing side. Played down to the end boards. And sent out towards the point. Gilmour from the half boards on the right side. Through center ice. From the right wing side, this is Kelly. Around the corner and behind the net, picked up by Gilmour. Healy, as this one's poked away. And now played back into the Northwood zone. As they have to tag back up, Gilmour dropping back, stretching out the defense. Played from the left wing side. Sistolo on the ice for Gilmour. Part of the defensive pairing. Johnson with it. With a wrister, and that one gloved by Penny. Just 4:10 into this opening half. We'll run two 25-minute halves. We're scoreless. Just a few shots on net combined. As we see Dean stepping in for the face-off. Opposite Power. Folks, I'd like to see in the chat who you're following, what team, what player, and from where are you following. From the left side, shot wide of the net, looking for a little bit of help. Pavlasova out at the point on the left side as Hatch keeping an eye on the puck. Played up to the right point. As we get a little bit of a scramble through the top of the slot, here comes Gilmour. Sue dumping it into the offensive zone before heading over to the bench as Gilmour coming up with fresh skates out on the ice. And there's Wilson. Like I said, good in tight spaces. Good stick handling as well. That's a valuable asset to have on any team. On any line for that matter. Someone with good handles. Someone who can force the defense to start to cheat in towards the stick handler. That opens up passing lanes and opportunities for the teammates away from the play. If the skater is able to keep their head up while handling the puck, so much the better. As this one's picked up from the right point for Gilmour. Finally gathered up by Kigan. And played up into the offensive zone. Chucked out towards the far side. And here's Giampietro. as this one comes rolling around. And a redirect. That was a high stick. Right down the angle that I'm looking at. I'm just a couple of seats away from the camera view. Watch that one going straight on to Penny as it caught a stick above the shoulder. We'll have a face-off in the offending team's zone. Gilmour with the high stick on that shot. And so we will face off to Hatch's right. Stripped away as Gilmour comes away with it. Racing up ahead, chased down by Facette. If you want a little alliteration in the broadcast, Facette, the feisty skater. From the right side, shot across the crease as Penny tapping it away with the paddle. Pretty even back and forth into shots on goal. The back checks usually being handled in short order. As we see Healy out on the ice. And Hatch getting some action along the side garden. From the near side, working it out towards the center circle, and then drifting back in the defensive zone. Sending that up ahead, that's going to go down for icing. And that'll buy just enough time to get a substitution out on the ice. As we greet Pickering, Emma Pickering, captain on the defensive side. Played out to the point. Pavlasova out there from the left side over to the right side. Back out to Pavlasova as she loses the handle, able to keep it in the zone and sends it up the chain. Down behind the net. Wheeling around with a shot, a Hatch with a paddle save as this comes around to the near side. A little physicality up along the half boards. 17 minutes remaining in this first half. We're still scoreless here on the 32 sheet. Celebrating the reopening after some renovations. Those of you watching remotely, if you look across above the far side boards, you'll see a couple of rows of viewing. Didn't used to have that. And we see that it is popular as folks can sit right above the boards as this one is sent through the slot. Gilmour on the offense. That's Alyssa Craig down behind the net, looking for the loose puck. And there's Power behind the net, down below the goal line and around the boards as this one works its way out towards the blue line. Gilmour able to get out. As this is played cleanly into the Gilmour zone. And here's Gianpietro with a shot on net, one-timer, gloved by Penny. So we had a couple of days ago, we did a little bit of a celebration calling out all of the senior skaters for the Huskies and some of their commitments. We already mentioned the St. Lawrence committee, Wilson, the winger, assistant captain. We'll see Facette out on the ice chasing it down, one of the speedy skaters out on the ice. You said she's a feisty skater, a captain. And Facette will end up in RIT in the fall, play some hockey. Staying up in New York State, up in the cold climate of Rochester. Played into the middle and taken away as Celia Wygand out on the ice now on the defensive side. And Facette handling it up towards the half boards. Stripped away as Healy for Gilmour. Trying to bring it to the interior of the zone. And she does. Trying to send it over towards the left wing side. For my money, I would have liked to see a backhand on net as she was crossing from right to left past the slot. But never second guess a championship skater. That's my policy. .14:36 remaining, first half action. Shots on goal favor the Huskies by 1, 5-4. As this one brought out to the blue line and into neutral ice. Left to go back to Hatch. And Hatch easing it off. Schooley sending it up ahead, and that is traded back to the possession for the Huskies. As we see Ileana Smith committing to University of New Hampshire. She'll be a Wildcat in the fall. Played back behind the net, chased in by Wilson. Watch out when you see Wilson come in there and pick a pocket. It's going to be hard to take it back from her. We're certain that these teams scout each other. And Wilson pressing up against the boards, showing a little bit of physicality as this one wristed in. Caught the glove of Hatch. Nice little wraparound pass up the slot. But Wilson couldn't connect with anyone. And here's Johnson. Shot blocked by Penny. And yet again, Johnson, the defender, playing a bit of an offensive role. Wouldn't be the first time that you see a defense person who likes to shoot, likes to get aggressive in the offensive zone, particularly when there's support on the backside. As this rebound comes up the slot, picked up by Gilmour. Gilmour saucering it down to the end boards. Annaba out there on the ice for Gilmour now. And Demers sends it out towards the right side. Stripped away as we see Mellencamp out there. Paige Mellencamp committing to Trine University in the fall. January 17th, 2022. Mark that in your calendar. A return to championship hockey in the Olympic Village. As we see Maggie Dean chasing up, looking for the loose puck, as that one will be tossed out to neutral ice. And we see Johnson back out on the ice. Johnson from the right wing position. Another offensive-minded defender. A little give and go as that one was cut off by Toole. Elena Toole jumping in, catching the pass. And this one will slip down, no icing. 11:15 remaining, first half action. Still scoreless here on the 32 sheet. This is Zarconi up at the left point. As she'll catch this one up at the blue line, winding up, trying to get something towards the far side, looking for a redirect. Zarconi, an assistant captain, committing to Vermont in the fall. Zarconi, one of the skaters from Long Island. We had a skater last night skating out of Farmingdale, one of the boys prep teams. One of the skaters there. I think they've got a couple from downstate. Place where I've watched plenty of hockey, listened to plenty of hockey. If I'm not mistaken, there's a skater from Lake Ronkonkoma. That's Cook. We'll let you know when we see her out on the ice. And here's Gilmour. You can hear the verbal communication out there on the ice. And now a little bit of a toe drag, trying to weave through traffic. 5 Husky skaters within a couple of meters of the puck. And now from the left side, this is Bailey, future RPI skater out of Quebec. Played down behind the net. And this one slips out to neutral ice. As we see Pavlasova on the near side, from the right side, through the legs, and taking the shot, still waiting for that icebreaker. That's Ileana Smith. Once again, so long as you have coverage behind you when you get into the offensive zone, it is safe for some of those offensive shooting-minded defenders, as we saw Smith close in down below the face-off circle. Anytime those defensive players come down from the point, they pinch down. There's always got to be a rotation over the top. Never want to let somebody get behind your deepest player. That is true in several sports. Always need coverage over the top. As this is played at far side half boards, and Gilmour comes away with it. Chasing in even numbers. Played out in front, Penny with the paddle stop. And now here comes an odd skater advantage for a moment as Wilson goes with a wrister from the left side, and that one is shouldered away by Hatch. Played across to Pavlasova, and Pavlasova tosses a wrister in, denied by Hatch. Gilmour, Annaba from Fishers, Indiana. Welcome, Fishers, Indiana. Sistolo, am I saying that correctly? From Cleveland. Welcome, Cleveland. And you're welcome. I enjoy this. I love championship hockey. Isabel Gooley, watching from Anchorage, Alaska. Welcome back, Anchorage. Number 9, Taylor Sterling, and 29, Grace Sterling, watching from Cape Cod. Proud grandparents. Welcome. The benches are deep, and so are the families. We hope you're enjoying this close defensive battle so far. Only 15 total shots in 18 minutes of game time. Down about the 7.5 minute remaining mark. We'll go to an intermission and then come back out fresh. And here comes Cook from the right side as she gets the steal out at neutral ice. That's your Lake Ronkonkoma skater. There is a, what is it a myth, a legend, lore, that the Lake Ronkonkoma has underground tunnels that go all the way up to Connecticut. Fact or fiction? Played out to neutral ice. And taken away by Gilmour, but mishandled deep into the zone. I imagine it's a little bit warmer for you out in Cape Cod as things have as this is tied up with a couple of bodies down on the ice. A little extra shoving at the tail end of the play. Well, what can you do when you're laying on the ice and the puck is underneath you? You're really not in a great position to do anything, even if you were able to free up the puck. If you're down on the ice, it makes sense to just let it get blown dead. From the right side, as this is shot wide of the net. Penny tied up against the near side post. And here's Schwarzer. From the right side, peeling back and feeding towards the slot. That's Gooley. And Gooley unable to get any kind of a rebound off of that, as she will come off to the bench after a productive shift. 5:54 remaining, first half action. Thank you so much for tuning in to Game Capsule TV on YouTube. Once again, my name is Glenn Burnett with the play-by-play and color commentary. And now Gilmour with an opportunity, chasing in, catching one of the Huskies down on the ice, as Healy losing the handle out to Johnson, but Johnson able to get something down towards the net as the Huskies break out of the defensive zone. Wilson hands it off as Power on the ice, sending it across back to Wilson. Wilson once again in tight quarters, played out towards the right point. A wind up and a long release as we see Smith out on the ice. Wilson trying to get the stick check. A little frustrated there as this goes down for icing. Want to give a shout out to both the coaches out there, actually a few of the coaches. Shout out to Trevor Gilligan on the Northwood side for making sure I have all of my publishing stuff here with the line charts. And a shout out to Coach Kelly and Coach Conway for providing me information for Gilmour Academy. They provided that on the spot. That was quick response by the Gilmour Academy coaches, sending me a PDF. So we've got additional resources to help fill out the broadcast. From the right side, a half clapper. That one's kicked away, as we saw Wiegand sending a long bending wrister. Did I say wrister? A clapper's not a wrister. A clapper's like a half slap shot. From Hatch's right side. 50 degrees in Cape Cod. It's just like spring. Played to the corner, just inside of 4 minutes remaining. As the Huskies getting a little bit more shot opportunity in the late section of this half, as this one catches one of the board seams and pops out in front, giving Gilmour an extra opportunity, with someone cutting on the backside of the play on the right wing side. That's Maggie Dean, just came off the bench. And now O'Brien, as that one stick checked away. Looking for icing, and Penny gets it. So I am saying Sistolo correctly. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's very kind of you. All righty, a little bit more info coming in. So first line center Molly Powers, little cousins and biggest fans, Sully and Quinn, are cheering all the Northwood girls. As the net gets set back to its moorings. Looking at this chat board, I'm starting to feel a little bit like hotel concierge. It's almost like I'm at the Crown Plaza checking everybody in. We got another one in. Proud grandmother checking in. Number 3, Elena Toole of Gilmour. Welcome. I hope you enjoy your stay. Let us know if there's anything we can do for you. We here at the Crown Plaza pride ourselves on hospitality. Does it sound like we have a good time around here? We do, we do. And we've got a proud grandmother viewing from Boston. Welcome, Boston, cheering on Elena. Oh, and right off of the post once again. Best friends. Oh, my goodness. I tell you, goaltender Hatch.
Gilmour Academy minor penalty to number 23, Sophie Healy. She receives 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 22:30 in the first half. Healy for hooking, 22:30.
And so the Huskies with a power play. This is the first infraction we've seen on the day. And I tell you what, Gilmour's Hatch might have had a bestie before this game, but right now I think somebody's been promoted to best friend, and that is the cage, the iron bars around it. This is the second time a dangerous opportunity came by, clinking off of the post and hanging out down in the crease, but that puck was cleared away. As we're going to see Zarconi head off to the penalty box with 1:22 remaining in the first half. Zarconi goes to the box for 2, and they will skate 4-on-4 for the next 52 seconds. And a message coming in from the Schwarzer family. Eisnagel and Schwarzer families cheering on number 10, Kaylin Schwarzer from Westlake, Ohio.
Last minute of play in the first half.
As we get down to the final 60 seconds of the first half, still scoreless.
Penalty to number 14, Natalie Zarconi. She receives 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 23:38 of the first half. Zarconi for interference at 23:38.
As we hear the clap, clap, clap of the paddle on the ice, Penny indicating that Gilmour is releasing their skater out of the box, and they will be 5-on-4 for the remainder of the half, which only has about 15 seconds left. This will go down, no icing. That's going to burn a lot of time off, as Wilson aggressively chasing in off of the bench, trying to kill off the rest of the half. And many exceptions being taken from the in-house crowd here. Still waiting to see. Perhaps they were expecting a penalty to be called. and nothing doing. As we will wear off the rest of this period. We'll see if that shot gets logged in or if it's after the buzzer. But that'll do it for the first half of play as we go into our intermission scoreless. We'll go ahead and recut the ice, make it all slick and shiny, take a quick break, change the valve cover gaskets now that it's not sub-zero. When we come back, we'll tell you why you don't store the topiaries in the linen closet. From the Jack Shea Arena, the 32 rink, fresh with its renovations, you're watching Game Capsule TV, the 42nd Northwood Invitational. We'll be right back. Alrighty, well, I am still sticking around for a moment here behind the scenes. And when I come back, I will pick up on some of the messages that I have not covered yet in the chat. Take some time to grab some refreshments, stretch, do some jumping jacks maybe. How about some box jumps? We should be back in about 15 minutes. Just enough time for the Zamboni to do its rounds. so we're still keeping an eye out for the Gilmour prep line chart. And I've got a word out to one of the players who's going to pass the message along and see if they can't send something up here. Guys prep?
Yeah. Sorry, Mark. I watch all your guys' games. There's one, you know where
But that one's got the update with a couple of ads on there.
yeah, Pepe's playing up.
Your son is?
Yeah. Nice. He doesn't show on here. Maybe he's not playing today, maybe. I know he is.
Number 21? Yeah. Yep. He played last night.
Yeah, last 2 games. I don't know who got. He's been playing in this spot.
21 is Pepe Delafonte.
He's been playing. Maybe Brady's not playing. I don't know. But I know over the last time.
Thanks. All right, folks, we are just about set to open up second half action. We hope that you are enjoying this game in the comforts of your own wherever you are. I guess if you're in Cape Cod, you're in the comforts of 50-degree weather. That's pretty nice. Again, my name is Glenn Burnett with the play-by-play and color commentary. I am not the Crown Plaza. Yes, yes. Alrighty, folks, a little bit of little bit of housekeeping for you folks. Little bit of housekeeping for you. If for any reason the live stream goes down, we have a contingency plan. Will be uploaded immediately. You should have about a delay of about a half hour. We will give no spoilers. We don't have the ability to give spoilers. We don't know who's going to win here. That's why we play championships. And we are underway. Scoreless right now coming out of the break. Final 25 minutes of regulation here as Wilson carrying that one up into the offensive zone. Again, Glenn Burnett with a play-by-play and color commentary, bringing this to you from the Jack Shea Arena. Recently reopened after renovations. The 32 rink centering pass redirected as Gilmour in on the attack, trying to even up the shots category. We had come into this second half with a power play. That one is just about to release. If you recall, we had an interference call against the Huskies, and so we're 2 seconds away from going to even strength. Played out towards the left point. Gilmour with a wrister, and that one gloved between the shoulders and knees, down the strike zone, as it were. And let's go ahead and see if we can get a little bit of a recap here. We have a Sistolo fan sitting in the crowd here locally. Wanted to make sure that they also knew that I was saying it correctly. Good to have the support as Northwood coming out of their own zone. We give a shout out to the Newman folks watching Northwood. Number 12, Molly Power, with her cousins Hannah and Jam too. Hey, Sully and Quinn. Number 12, let's go Molly Power, her biggest fan. From Keegan Hurley. Aunt Mary and cousin Kane Power watching, number 12. The center, Molly Power, from Cupid's Crossing, Newfoundland. Northwood, number 4, Kennedy Wilson. Grammy, Uncle Billy, Anthony's, watching from Brasher Falls, New York. Let's go, Lady Huskies. Centering pass, could not get that one trained on net. So we've got several Power fans. Played out to neutral ice. And proud Papa watching number 21, Haley Mules. Am I saying that correctly, Haley? Mules? From the Boston area. How are you doing, Papa? And here come the Huskies. Heading up into the offensive zone with some changes on the back end. Getting a little bit of coverage. Played out across the top of the slot as Gilmour comes away with it. Stripped away. And the ice surface waiting to be shaved up just a little bit here. Big hit up against the near side. We're going to have a penalty. And that's going to be a boarding penalty. Some of the in-house fans vocalizing their opinions as we see Cook heading to the box. Gilmour goes to the power play. Just 2 minutes and 45 seconds into the second half. It's been 22 months since we had action here in the Olympic Village. It's been an exciting three-day Northwood Invitational tournament as Gilmour now on the power play, heading into the offensive zone.
She receives 2 minutes for body checking. Time of the penalty, 2:45. The second half. Took for body checking at 2:45.
As Wilson chasing in, stealing it away out in front in close quarters, shot, and that one is blockered away by Hatch. Outstanding play by the young netminder. And equally exciting play by Wilson as she was able to steal that away. We have a skater down on the ice right now. We will stand by as she receives some attention. As always, I wish everybody, not just those on the ice, but all involved in the sport, out of the sport, best of health to everybody as the young Gilmour skater moving on the ice. We'll take a moment. A lot of work that goes into the efforts to get to this point. A lot of training, a lot of travel, a lot of responsibilities, along with a lot of fun. I think that's a responsibility as well. You got to get something out of the additional work, discipline that goes into the athletic scholars. as the young Gilmour skater rising to her feet. And she will skate off under her own power. It appears she's going to step off the ice and head to the locker room. And so we give our heartfelt sympathy and best wishes to Caroline Thomas. At the very least, it is hopeful that she was skating off under her own power, but gingerly. And so, best to everybody out there. Protect the health as we resume action. 1:14 remaining in the Gilmour power play as they head back into the offensive zone. Up to the left point, over to the right side as they set up a little bit of a 1-3-1. Over the top, we have Sterling. Sterling out to Johnson. Played out towards the left side. Check that. That's Schooley up at the top of the 1-3-1. From the left side. That was Schwarzer, hands it off. Giampietro skating around, trying to draw a little bit of flex in the defensive box in the middle. There's a loose puck picked up for a moment by Bailey and then regained. 20 seconds left. This is Schooley handing it to the middle, and this one glances. It looks like that might have even caught the top of the helmet of Penny as it glanced up and out of play. And so we're just about 4.5 minutes into the second half. Still scoreless. And now with a little bit of action during the power play, Gilmour starting to even up the shots on goal. Still a handful of seconds left as we see Sistolo chasing in. Power getting a little bit of assistance in the defensive zone as this slips out to neutral ice and now heading back in. Here's Giampietro circling the wagons, peeling back and put up against the boards by Wilson. And here's Wilson on the left wing side. Peeling back as this is stripped away, laid up to the center stripe, and now Gilmour controlling. Wilson in and out of traffic with a wrister going for the far side upper corner. That'll go deep into the offensive zone as Wilson comes off the ice. Battling on the far side boards. As we see Sterling come out onto the ice. With a shot, that one punched by the glove as Penny scrambling down on the ice. A strong shift for Gooley. Defended from behind, a little bit of a pileup at the top of the slot. As this is chucked up ahead. Huskies with it. Feeding it up ahead. Bailey out on the ice. Looking for the icebreaker. We're even strength out on the ice, 5-on-5. We've had a couple of crashes out there on the ice. And one slip leads to someone falling on top. We might have a twig loose out on the ice as well. Out on the far side corner in the Gilmour zone. As we see Gilmour is Anaba sending it in and then stepping off. And here's Toole roaming the offensive zone looking for the available puck. Played out across neutral ice, picked up by Pickering. Pickering working with speed down below the goal line, harassed by the defense, and now the Huskies come away with it. This is O'Brien on the right side. O'Brien with Prosick lending support in the middle. Out to the point on the right side. Played down to Cook, and Cook over to Prosick. Prosick out to the right point, over to the left side, and catching mostly heel on that one. That was Cielo. Cielo going D to D over to the opposite side as Kiggin takes a shot. Goes off target. 16:28 remaining in regulation. Plenty of hockey. We are still scoreless here. My name is Glenn Burnett with the play-by-play and color commentary. You're watching the 42nd annual Northwood Invitational Hockey Tournament on Game Capsule TV, the YouTube channel. With a wrister, that one punched away by Penny. As this is chased back by Johnson. Johnson grabs it, and that will be blown dead as we have a tripping penalty. That loose stick gathered up. And Gilmour will send one to the box. And it looks like it's Brandt heading over to serve some time for tripping. And now the Huskies go to the power play. We'll give a shout out for the folks across the street at Locker Room 5. Hey Jake, how you doing? If you're trying to serve power play performance, you want to head on in to Locker Room 5. They can get you all geared up. Shot punched away by Hatch. And another save by Hatch. That's Locker Room 5, one of the sponsors of the tournament. Jake over there will get you all set up with all the gear that you need for power play performance right across the street from the arena. And that's sincere. I am a customer over there. Anytime that I want to go and get some of the hockey gear that I like to play around with, that's where I go. Played out of the zone as Gilmour trying to serve out this penalty. About 70 seconds remaining in the Huskies power play as this is sent all the way down to Penny. And extra pressure, shorthanded, but aggressive up in the offensive zone. And now with help, shot directly on Hatch. Hatch makes the save and a scramble as Hatch finally pinning the puck to the ice. Hatch with her 17th save on the day. Both goaltenders pitching a shutout. With a bit of thanks to their respective defenses. Out to the point, winding up with a sliding wrister, paddled away by Hatch. This is Kelly dropping it off to the wing. Kelly will go to the top position in what seems to be a quasi 1-3-1, as now they rotate, and this is Wiegand from the top. Out to the right wing side, shot gloved by Hatch. 20 seconds left in the power play. As we take a look in on the chat again. Durham, New Hampshire, grandparents of Grayson Taylor cheering on Gilmour. Welcome, Durham, New Hampshire. Also, another fan for Molly Power as we hear Penny banging her stick on the ice, indicating that they're about to go to even strength. That is wise goaltender communication. When the team is in the offensive zone, that penitent comes out of the box behind all of your defensive efforts, so you need to know that that person is coming out, and perhaps you drop one of your point people out into neutral ice to keep an eye on any passes that might slip out into neutral ice. And here's Gilmour skating through the middle. Poke checked away. And now Facette defending up at the point. Keegan sends it up the ladder. Keeping it close. As this is picked up in the offensive zone. Dropped off into the slot as that was poke checked away. It's Kelly tied up along the far side boards. Centering pass that goes up the slot and out through neutral ice. Penny will come out of the net. An aggressive move to handle the puck. As we see Prosick out on the ice with Kelly out on the right wing side. That's played around to the near side. Cheering Molly Power and the Northwood gals from Cupid's Crossing, Aunt Marguerite, Cousin Katie, Uncle Ricardo. Go Northwood. Let's go Molly Power from Hines. Go number 9, Celia Wiegand, Northwoods. Aunt Frances watching Molly Power from Bay Roberts, Newfoundland. Go Molly. Go Celia, number 9, Northwood, from Robin, Tommy, and Kaylee from Latham, New York. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a great championship. Thus far, 11:45 remaining in regulation. And let's see what we have here. This is Mr. Michael Hines and Class 7-1 are cheering for 12 Molly Power. And yes, that was Thomas that went down earlier, who had to skate off earlier, number 28. Thank you so much, Brian Keeney, for the best wishes to the injured player. I am sure all of the Gilmour Academy families and friends out there will pass that along. Share some of that goodwill and best wishes. From Peggy and Ross, good luck, Gilmour. Love watching our Emma Pickles Pickering number 4 play. I guess Emma has a nickname. Pickles. Emma Pickering. That's great. That is a solid nickname. Solid. We have Claude, proud fan of Elena, number 3, Gilmour, watching out of Boston, Mass. as we get a collision down by the end boards. And now Gilmour out across neutral ice. From the left wing side, trying to get the shot off. And we have a boarding penalty. This is going to go against Wilson. So Kennedy Wilson, committed to St. Lawrence University, will serve 2 on the minor penalty. Northwood ramping up the shots of late, now leading in that category 20-14. Yet we are still waiting for the ice to break.
Northwood scoring minor penalty number 4, Kennedy Wilson. She receives 2 minutes for body checking. Time of the penalty 14:48, the second half. Wilson for body checking at 14:48.
As the puck is tied up just outside the Gilmour bench. Gilmour with a rising shot over the cage. And this one wristed up ahead. And now Northwood with a steal, but a turnover as we see Giampietro skating the puck out, entering into the offensive zone, and with the one-timer, that one rises above the cage. This will go down to Hatch as she'll settle it down and wrist it all the way up towards the blue line. And without any contact at neutral ice, that one goes down for icing. 48 seconds left on the Huskies' penalty kill. We will see in the boys' prep championship after this, the 2 o'clock puck drop, or at least that's how it's scheduled. We will see Northwood and Gilmour. So, be very similar groups of fans around. Give me a shout out on the chat board if you know of any of the skaters where there are siblings either on the same team or a sibling in different sections. So we have the girls playing now. Do any of the skaters on the ice have siblings playing in the boys prep championship? That'll be interesting information. From the left side with a wrister. That one is shouldered up in the air, bounces down to the ice, and Hatch with composure, tracking the puck down and pinning it as we go back to even strength. Aunt Joni proudly watching number 12, Molly Power. Go Molly. Thank you, Aunt Joni. As Wilson takes a wrister. That comes off a Gilmour leg. Played up along the right side. Gilmour a little bit out of position, but with good recovery speed back into the center of the zone. Out to the point with a wrister. That one staying low. Bit of a slider. As Northwood controlling it, Wilson on the right side. Sending it through a screen as that goes wide of the net. Facette with it. Played down to the end boards. And now Gilmour in. Unable to get through the legs on that one. Lining up for a full clapper. Wilson was ready for that one, but it caught a little bit of a deflection to the advantage of the defense, and Wilson will skate off and catch a breather. 6:58 remaining regulation time, still scoreless. Here's Cielo with it. Drifting back into the Northwood zone. Centering pass as Cook losing an edge and the puck. And now Gilmour turning it back around. Played by Giampietro. As this one comes out across neutral ice. Racing in, that's O'Brien getting ahead of everybody. But not enough space to be able to get squared up for a shot. And that attack stalls out. Here's Bailey. Circling the wagons. Bailey, again, we mentioned earlier, committed to RPI in the fall. Rister drifting a little bit wide as Wiegand out on the left point. Check that. That's Pavlasova. And so we have a brief stoppage here. Something concerning Hatch. From this angle, can't see exactly what's up. Sometimes it's an equipment issue, and it looks maybe that's not necessarily the case. She's back up on her feet, all set to go. Played out through neutral ice. Toole losing the puck, but it remains in the offensive zone. A backhander shoveled down towards Penny. The loose puck picked up and stolen back away. This is Pickering. Or as those in the know call her, Pickles. Played out to neutral ice. Here's Bailey. And now Gilmour looking to set up the exit and having a challenging time of it as Facette comes in to apply pressure. And now from the right side, getting a one-timer off, kicked out in front and steered away by the defense. Here's Wilson. Wilson, like I said, the stick handling here in tight quarters. Gilmour with a centering pass. That's mishandled over the top of the slot, and now the Huskies heading back in on the offense. Out in front with a shot. Bit of a blind release there. Haley Mules. Wiegand sends it deep into the offensive zone as Hatch settles it down. Cook applying pressure up front as this is sent out towards the far side from the left wing position. Saucered out to the near side corner as that wraps around. Picked up by Pickering. Pickering battling with Cook in the corner as both come down to the ice while the puck goes to the opposite side. Here's Wiegand. Played up through the middle. Cook chasing after it in the slot. Hands it off from the right wing side, shot wide of the net. Played around to the near side, just inside 3.5 to go in regulation. This one looks like it's headed along the way of overtime. Plenty of hockey still left. but we're already 94% of the way through regulation. And we have not had an icebreaker. Out in front with a wrister into traffic, and we got a skater down. And it appears that Keegan took the puck in a vulnerable space. This will happen sometimes. You catch it perhaps in that lower thigh area, sometimes right above the kneecap. Can sometimes be a little bit vulnerable. She just happened to get in the way of the shot. As she is down on the ice in the slot right now. We'll stand by as Coach Gilligan calling the skaters over to the bench, making use of some of this time for some planning, some strategy. On the opposite bench as well, Coach Kelly and Conway sharing some thoughts on how to break through as they handle this last few minutes, just shy of 3 minutes, 2:49 to be exact. Let's see what else we have here. Giampietro family cheering on number 5, Elena Giampietro from Strongville, Ohio. Go Gilmour Academy. And go Molly, go. Love all your Power Clan in Cupid's Crossing, Newfoundland. Northwood having pumped up a bit of shooting in the last section of this second half. Now with an advantage, 3-2 advantage ratio-wise. Relatively close, as this has been an even match throughout. The scoreboard tells it all. As we get an applause, a supportive round of applause for Kristen Keegan, the Quebec skater. Looks like she might have taken that shot in the leg as she comes off with a little bit of assistance. And best on the young skater's recovery. And now Gilmour controlling the puck with heavy pressure, as we will see exactly what was dialed up from the coaches during that brief break. Played out to the far side half, as this is tied up at the half boards with 5 skaters there. As the old question goes, how many skaters does it take to pull the puck away from the boards? The answer is we don't know yet. It was blown dead, and we'll have a face-off. Still no response on the question about whether there are siblings on the respective teams that are in the championship today, as this one kick saved by Penny. Played away from the wall, that's Pickering, as this is pushed out towards the left side. Facette along the left wall. Taken away. And Gilmour with possession. picked up in the Husky zone. 91 seconds remaining in regulation. Facette controlling the puck. As Bailey comes out on the ice, stolen away, and now Gilmour trying to get back possession. A little bit of stick handling. As Smith takes it deep into the offensive zone. 66 seconds remaining in regulation. As we see Kelly drifting in on the weak side. Final minute. From below the goal line on the near side. Picked up by Gilmour, 1-on-2. 45 seconds left. That's Toole out there looking for the loose puck. And now picked up by Wiegand. Wiegand peeling back, sending it out to the weak side from the top of the right circle. As that one glances up off of the paddle into the glass. And now Pickering sends it up ahead. From the left wing side, 18 seconds remaining. Pickering pitching it down towards the end boards. The Huskies picking up possession with heavy pressure coming in from Gooley. And Pickering trying to get that forward into the offensive zone, but ahead of schedule, so we get an offsides. We have not seen very many offsides throughout this game. 4.4 seconds left. It looks like we're going to go into an extra stanza here. As the puck is tied up just outside the dot. Pickering with a shot just after the buzzer. Penny had kind of relaxed a little bit, standing at full attention as the puck skidded off of her skate. So what looks like it was a goal was not a goal. And there is no challenge on that call. And so we close out regulation scoreless and get set for a 10-minute period here. We'll see if we can break this ice. Been watching an exciting matchup between the Gilmour Academy girls and the Northwood School girls in this championship game, a pair of championships today. This one, we've got one for the boys prep after this. Same teams involved. So we're looking for anyone who can tell me, are there any siblings who skate on the girls' side and then on the boys' side? We may have siblings that skate within either program. Just looking for some crossover fans who might be staying tuned for the following championship. Once again, my name is Glenn Burnett with the play-by-play and color commentary, enjoying top-rated hockey action all weekend long. It culminates with these championships. So good to be back in the 32 sheet, the Jack Shea Arena. So good to be above zero in temperatures, hauling gear back and forth to the vehicle, into the arena. And so the format goes to 3-on-3. Give a shout out to our esteemed camera operator, Matt Scheller, providing all the visuals for us. Plenty of experience covering these Northwood games. As we go 3-on-3, Huskies coming away with possession off of the faceoff, as they will enter into the offensive zone with a wrister from the right side. We'll go ahead and secure the net. Wilson centering for this threesome here. Kelly on the right side, and on the back end, Zarconi. So that's Wilson, Kelly, and Zarconi. And on the ice for Gilmour, that's Healy facing off. We see Pickering out there as well. And number 2, Johnson. Healy, Pickering, and Johnson. This is Wilson for Northwoods. And this is broken up. This is going to be a one-on-one with Sophie Healy. Penny comes up, closing out the angle, and able to deflect that with the glove. Staring that one down on that breakaway as Wilson now racing up ahead with a shot. One-timer held onto by Hatch as that is whistled dead. An outbreak of excitement on both sides. An exciting first minute of overtime. Lancers facing off out of their own zone. Gianpietro is on the ice now, along with Schooley, as Facette for Northwood chases after it. And now Smith losing the handle. Gianpietro putting a little bit of pressure into the corner. Facette on the near side. Meanwhile, in the middle, Smith, as that one gets disrupted for a moment. Facette with it below the goal line. Smith up at the point, as this is sent down to Bailey. Here comes Facette off the ice, replaced by Power. Power facing up against Gianpietro. Gianpietro comes up with it. And we get a whistle for too many on the ice. And so the way that they'll work this out, it will not go 3-on-2. They'll go ahead and add a skater onto the ice, and they'll end up going 4-on-3. As both teams taking a moment.
Timeout, Gilmour.
As Gilmour takes a timeout. Jumping back into the chat here, number 9 Taylor and number 29 Grace, who are currently on the ice for Gilmour, are sisters. Yes, the Sterling sisters. Thank you so much. So that's a case where siblings are playing on the same team. That's fun to see. And what about, are there any brother-sister combinations in any of the programs? Oh, Gilmour Prep, number 2 Sophie Johnson, and number 22 Matthew Johnson. Is that correct? So Sophie and Matthew, siblings. Let's see here. Sophie and Matthew Johnson from Alaska are siblings in both games for Gilmour. Well, look at that. That's a happy family, huh? Sister and brother playing in the championships. Well, I gave it a rest for a moment. Yeah. I got 2. I got sisters that play on the Sterling sisters play here, but then there's also a sister here and a brother that skates for Gilmour in the next one. So I feel like a winner now. Thank you so much for chatting it up here. You can hear me over the microphone. I'm chatting with my producer and man about town, Matthew Scheller. He is doing the Steadicam right now. So all of these views are brought to you by
Gilmour penalty bench minor for too many
Matt
skaters
Scheller.
on the ice. Minor penalties being served by number 18, Lila Sue. That's a penalty 2-11 overtime. It's a Gilmour penalty bench minor for too many skaters on the ice at 2-11.
And so as we continue here with the action, here's Wilson. The format is 4-on-3. They can't go 3-on-2. It's a matter of managing personnel that way, as this is sent for a redirect through the slot. And so 78 seconds remaining on the power play. As we see Wilson facing off for Northwood. And here's Gilmour. A little bit of stick handling. Gianpietro able to get through and carry it out to the offensive side. Out to the left side, shot blockered away by Hatch. That was headed wide of the net. As Zarconi is on the ice now for Northwood. Winding up, and that one snaps off of the glove and out towards the far side corner. This one will go all the way down into the Northwood zone as Penny, trying to save a little bit of time, sends it up ahead to Kelly. And that one is sent deep into the Gilmour zone for icing. That will get some fresh skaters out on the ice. As we see Facette, Wiegand, Bailey, and is that Cook? That's Power out on the ice. And we see Toole out on the ice for Gilmour. 25 seconds remaining in the Gilmour penalty kill. This is Bailey from the left wing side, as this one deflects off a stick on the way across the top of the slot. And that will spare a little bit of time for Gilmour. Here's Bailey wheeling around with help on the left side. Power comes up with the loose puck as the extra skater comes out on the ice. And now we go 4-on-4 until the next stoppage of play, and then we will resume at 3-on-3. 5.5 to go in the overtime period as this is poked away, shot down the slot, but that comes off a skate, heading out towards the far corner. We got a delay call out there as Penny comes out of the net and they add one. So now we go into an unusual 5-on-4 situation as this is finally blown dead. And it looks like Gilmour with an injured stick coming off the ice. That blade just snapped right off. Just as they had gone back to even strength, Gilmour pulls a penalty. Let's check this actually. Who's serving this one? And it looks like Johnson's going to go to the box. We'll listen for the announcement on the particulars for that one, as Wilson stepping in to the face-off. That's Schwarzer out on the ice for Gilmour. Kelly over the top of the slot, handing it off to the right wing side. Mishandled under pressure. Brought back up top. This is Zarconi. Over to the right side, back to Zarconi. Zarconi with a fake shot, then hands it off. Zarconi again from the left wing side, well wide. Across the impossible angle, looking for some help from Wilson. Wilson right out in front of the crease, creating a little bit of a screen. Bodied up by Pickering. Both wearing matching 4s as Wilson comes up with it. 66 seconds left in the power play as this one takes a bounce. Good reaction from Hatch as this is brought up to Smith and then across to the side to Kelly. Kelly back to Smith. Smith to Kelly. From the top of the slot through traffic looking for the redirect. But Wilson's deflection goes wide of the net. Here's Kelly again, shot through traffic, and this one is swept away. 33 seconds left. As this one gets deflected, and this might be an advantage as Pickering comes up. And this is incidental. That was just a fall and not a trip, although we can hear the response from the crowd. Wilson centering pass with great recovery speed. Pickering able to get down the slot and to break that pass up. 3 seconds left on the penalty as this one is blockered away. And racing out of the box across the ice. Here comes Gianpietro out onto the ice, and we resume once again 4-on-4. Here's Sterling. Matching up against Zarconi. Zarconi sends it up ahead. This one comes out to neutral ice. 2:52 remaining in this overtime. We have gone scoreless. And now here's Gianpietro under pressure from Facette. Working through traffic. Goes to the forehand, and there's your icebreaker. With 2:37 remaining in the overtime period, Gianpietro able to work through traffic after Gilmour facing a couple of penalties, having to kill it off, and finally, just as they go to 4-on-4, wearing it down, able to break through and just getting past Penny on that shot as Gianpietro navigating through traffic in the slot as that one appeared to go barred down. And congratulations to Gilmour Academy Lancers as they held out through the better part of that overtime. A great game played on both sides as both teams gather at the center stripe to exchange goodwill on the handshake line. Good game, good game. Safe travels, good meals, and good luck. What a great day to be a hockey player. What a great day to play hockey. And so there you have it at the end, closing out the overtime with the icebreaker, the lone goal of the game. The championship now possessed by Gilmour Academy. Good luck to all out on the ice in their future endeavors. For those seniors out there who will go on and play in the fall at their respective college choices, as both teams will gather along their respective blue lines for the trophy presentation. What a blast. And now you know why I enjoy these championship games. In the background, you can hear the tap, tap, tap of the sticks.
Northwood School, the runners-up in the girls' division of the Northwood Invitational. And at this time, the captains of Gilmour Academy come to the scorer's table to receive their Northwood Invitational championship trophy. Once again, congratulations to both teams. Have a safe trip home.
And there you go. Champions with the cup. as they gather around and celebrate the victory. And the Huskies, they've got plenty of more hockey to go. A successful program. We'll give a closing shout out for Barbieri playing varsity in high school, so thank you so much for that. We've got brothers, the Barbieri brothers, playing for Northwood. Shout out to Gilmour's Kaylin Schwarzer and her sister Dilana. Congratulations to these girls. Wow, thank you so much everybody for joining in on the chat. You've been watching Game Capsule TV, coverage of the 42nd annual Northwood Invitational Hockey Championship. My name's Glenn Burnett, covering the play-by-play and color commentary. It has been so good to be here and so glad that you would have me here. We're going to go ahead and wrap up all of these championship portraits, recut the ice, and get set for the prep championship, which will follow immediately once we refresh the ice sheet. We'll see on the other side. Hope some of you will stay tuned in and watch some more exciting hockey. And if not you, tag somebody else in. Send the link over to somebody who's interested in championship level high school hockey, academy hockey. And we'll catch you next time. their work over at Saranac Lake is to incorporate the broadcast side of things into that closed-in area.
Yeah.
Just what I get to reference.
Glasses.
I've got a magnifying glass like this.
When you engage and the parents listen, that's really part of the experience.
Right.
I mean, the play-by-play that we do at KIM is about, it's one of the few play-by-plays that's actually for the event and not for the people back home.
Right.
You gotta get them to pay you.
Yeah.
So that I don't have to go into
Hey,
sales.
you have my contact information. They're trying to grow their brand. All righty. Well, it's just about that time. Championship time. Championship hockey time. Annual Invitational hockey time. Folks, my name's Glenn Burnett with the play-by-play and color commentary, welcoming you to the Game Capsule TV YouTube channel as you tune in to watch the 42nd Annual Northwood Invitational. This is the Boys Prep Championship game between Northwood Huskies and Gilmour Academy. Goaltenders are ready. A little bit of angst on the near side with players chopping at each other. And we are underway. This is sure to be a hard-hitting, closely contested game. In the previous championship, the girls was the same teams, Gilmour Academy and Northwood Huskies. And Gilmour Academy came away with the championship in overtime in a 1-0 game. Prep coming in after a victory yesterday, 4-0. Looking for a sweep through this weekend. We'll be playing 2 25-minute halves. And should we need extra hockey time, we'll provide it. We'll keep you posted as that goes along. Welcome those of you who are watching live on the YouTube channel. I invite you to share who you're following, what team, what players, and where are you watching from? As we're facing off in the Northwood zone. Shot, and this one's taken off the chest. As the net comes off its moorings, that'll get reset.
For too many men on the ice. Minor penalties being served by number 4, Connor Sante. Time of the penalty, 40 seconds of the first half.
And this is a rough one as
Minor for too many men on the ice at 40 seconds.
As Sante goes to the box. Northwood with a too many men on the ice infraction. You never want to give an opponent an early advantage. This is Lasky for Northwood on the faceoff. Gilmour controlling from the left wing side. Shot that goes wide of the near side post. As this one goes skidding all the way around the ice, deep into the Gilmour zone. Now, those of you who are following for Gilmour, You're going to hear some of these Husky names first, as I'm a little bit more familiar and I have a full-size printout of the line chart. But don't you worry, I will keep things balanced as I get familiar with some of the players. Somebody gave me a microscopic-looking roster sheet, and during any of the stoppages in play, I'll be looking for some larger versions of the Gilmour roster. And if I can find a line chart out there, so much the better. But I will work with what I have, and I will make it a fun time. As this is played in the corner, Huskies on the penalty kill for another 40 seconds. As we see Beaulieu out there handling business in the corner. Gilmour out to the right wing side from the wide side of the circle as this comes off a skate out into neutral ice. Gilmour Academy number 15. Can I get a last name on that one, please? Number 15, that would be Palusak. Am I saying that correctly? Brandon Palusak. All right, I do have a larger version of it. Good stuff. And so at some stoppages here, I might just go through just as a warm-up on the names here. 9 seconds left on the Gilmour power play. Stepping in for the faceoff for Gilmour, this is Simon Rockland. And if you have any phonetic spellings that you want to give me or sounds like kind of thing in the chat, if you hear me mistakenly pronounce a name, I am open to you giving a correction, and I'll get that implemented into the broadcast right away. As this one goes deep into the Gilmour side, we are back to even strength, 5-on-5. Just a couple minutes into this game as Northwood suffered a penalty right off the bat. Shot from the point. This is picked up by Ergo. Ergo sending it up top. As we see Zonin out on the ice, out towards the left wing side. That's Zonin down in the corner. Bookbinder pinching down from the point. He's got support from Batten up top. And Bookbinder unable to stop that one as this slips ahead. And Logan Kuvo able to chase deep into the offensive zone. That was a mishandled puck by Northwood as Batten chasing it down. And Palusak right on Batten's tail, giving pressure as Zonin forces it deep into the offensive zone and then jumps off the ice. Cosgrove in the corner for Gilmour. Here's Lasky from behind the net. Played out towards the point. Sent down low, that's Bruna. Rutley down to Lasky. Lasky from behind the net. From the top of the circle, this is sent off of the end boards. Rutley sends it back down. Lasky picks it up. Backhanded towards the net, and that one shoved away. This is Hayden Gould in net for Gilmour. Gould is an assistant captain. As we check back in on the chat and see who else is watching. Okay, so we have Mr. Palusak out there. Who else is viewing this championship? We're 5 minutes in. Scoreless and almost shotless. On the right-hand side, Gilmour in on the offense as this one is stripped away. Beaulieu taking it deep into the offensive zone. Beaulieu spent some time skating for the USHL Chicago Steel. We got some chat last night on the chat board says that maybe Beaulieu has not seen any skate time yet. He may have been signed, but might not have had any skate time yet. Anyone familiar with Beaulieu? Let me know. Neutral zone face-off on the far side dot, just outside the Gilmour zone. Dalton Mays out on the ice for Gilmour, chasing this one down around the corner, meeting up with it opposite Carson Hall. Played out to neutral ice. Beaulieu comes up with it. Played out towards the right side. Ergo taking a hit at the half boards. And now battling down low. Gilmour. Hall into the middle, going with the redirect. That goes wide of the net. A great setup for Ergo and Hall as this one is chucked across neutral ice, picked up by Bookbinder. Batting out on the ice right now, and Jones with a big hit. Jones, one of the Northwood captains. As Camden Bajer sends it deep into the offensive zone. He'll step off the ice. Vincent Stafford drifting back into the defensive zone for Gilmour. Keeping a close eye on things. Nicholas Guberman out on the ice as well for Gilmour. And so we have a stoppage of play, 17:56 remaining first half action. Scoreless here at the 32 rink. In the wintry Olympic Village of Lake Placid, New York. My name's Glenn Burnett with the play-by-play and color commentary. It's been a great tournament weekend. Spent a fair share of my time just operating camera. Switched over to voice for a few select games, including these championships. As we see Rutley send it around, picked up by Gilmour, as this is a long pass sent up and over everybody as Volpe chases it down. And Volpe with an extra shove, and Guberman looking over at the official saying, hey, did you see that? That was just after Volpe was getting up. It's a little bit of fun play between adversaries. Played out to the far side. This is Gaudet. Sends it up ahead. Chased down by Clark. Clark and Volpe. Volpe comes away with it, sends it out to the far side corner. That's Dawson Lukey out in the face-off circle area looking to help out. Things getting a little bit chippy. Palusak out on the ice as well. Sparrow for Northwood with a shot down the slot as that gets deflected away from the net. Palusak looking to dig it away from the base of the boards. Beaulieu has it tied up. Palusak comes away with it. Deflected. Hall comes up with it. Getting in on schedule as that one is swept away and sent down for icing. Woodenberg out on the ice for Northwood. And we're going to hear a lot of chatter out here. It started out early, and I'm sure it will continue. It is not just the hockey that is durable between these two teams. Coming into this matchup in what would seem to be a frenemy relationship. And a quick shot right off of the faceoff as Ergo able to fire that one on target. Right now, minimum shots fired thus far. 3-2 in favor of Gilmour. I want to thank Gilmour Academy for getting the roster over to me. It's always nice, even in the 11th hour, to have this information to work with. Of course, it's nice to have the chat alive and well, feeding me some information, numbers and names. That also enhances the delivery here. As we see Woodenberg playing it up ahead, here's Carson Hall chipping it into the offensive zone and racing. A quick sprinter of a skater, Hall is. And it looks like a pair of fives in the corner, taking a moment for a spot of tea. And so both will go to the box as the referees advising that tea shall not be taken on the ice. It shall be taken in the penalty box. And so Hall and Stafford, captain and assistant captain respectively, heading to the box. And we will play 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. Still scoreless, just outside of 15 minutes remaining in the half.
Gilmour Academy minor penalty to number 5, Vincent Stafford. 2 minutes for roughing. Northwood School minor penalty to number 5, Carson Hall. 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalties, 9:42 the first half. Stafford for roughing, Hall for roughing at 9:42.
Funny, they mentioned nothing about the teas and scones. As Sonnet comes up with the puck, saucers it out across. Sante patrolling the offensive zone, trying to fend off the breakout here. And Gilmour, this is Treppo, sends it up ahead. Beaumont into the offensive zone. And we get a stoppage here. And a neutral zone faceoff. This is a high stick, so that comes out outside the Northwood zone. They're batting out on the ice, centering the line for Northwood. Coming around inside, goes to the backhand, and a kick save by Gould. Steely nerves, the young Gilmour Academy netminder. From the left side, a long arcing pass across neutral ice. As we see Treppo heading back out onto the ice, fresh skates for Gilmour. And a shot from the right point, that was Cosgrove. As both penalties expiring. There's a bit of aggression being gotten out between Hall and Stafford. As both of these teams trying to keep this game just this side of collegial. This is Rutley, tosses it up ahead, chased down by Lasky. Lasky fending off Gaudet as both of them end up down on their knees. Big hit up at the blue stripe. As Doyle sending it into the offensive zone. A stoppage of play. And so we'll resume from the center dot. 12:50 remaining first half action. the Prep Championship. Doyle and Kuvo getting a little feisty opposite each other. This is Rutley, sends it up ahead as Lasky chasing in. Gaudet battling with Lasky. Rutley coming away with it, and Rutley takes a hit. That's Rockland out there applying defensive pressure. Beaulieu able to keep it in the zone, fires it deep into the offensive zone. Chased in by Dupuis. Saucered up ahead, almost connecting on the stretch pass to Lukey. And now a battle. Nothing like bodying up and leaving the puck to its own devices. And a little bit more tea. And it looks like Treppo called for cross-checking. Of course, an extra shove being thrown in for good measure by the Huskies skater. And so Northwood goes to the power play for 2 minutes. 11:54 remaining first half action. We're scoreless. Only 7 total shots gotten off in this first 13 minutes of play. And this is a tale of a lot of the Husky type play, a lot of defensive low-scoring games. They did have a bit of an offensive burst earlier in the weekend, as this one fired. And there you go, your icebreaker from the left wing side. And Batten comes up with it down at the bottom of the face-off circle as this one slips by Gould. A power play goal just 28 seconds into the power play. An unusually fast start for the scoring, as we've seen some of the games, although last night I'll say their quickest one that I've seen in the tournament was the first half within the first 5 minutes. But they do have a tendency to go a long way with a dry spell between both teams. And so we've got a 1-goal game. Back to even strength as Treppo is out of the box. Doyle goes to Lasky, and then Beaulieu from the top of the slot fires one which slips wide. And so Batten from Jones and Volpe. Okie dokie. All right, so thank you so much. I got a message from Michael Bedell. Goalie is actually Connor Varmecki. Hayden is injured right now. Okay, so we will update that in the broadcast. All of those prior saves that we saw fended off and attributed to Gould, we can correct that, and that's Varmecki. And that's why I like the engagement on the chat, especially since the roster that was sent over to me did not have that update on it. And sometimes they're just working with whatever they have available administratively. And so thank you so much, Mr. Bedell. I'm sure that Varmecki doesn't mind giving some of the credit away to Gould. And we say best in Gould's recovery. As always, best in health and well-being to everybody out there. On the ice, off the ice, player, spectator, what have you. 10 minutes left in this first half. In a one-goal game as Carson Hall grabs that out of the air, enters in, and Ergo, picking up the available puck, takes a shot that's chested away by Varmecki. Who else is out there for Gilmour? I'll tell you what, if we had a competition between the girls' side and the guys' side in the chat box, well, the young ladies' supporters win, or at least leading. Mr. Bedell, where are you watching from? Of course. Oh, and this one slips through. What a break for Gilmour with a shot from the right wing side. As that one caught Korick, and on the rebound, it fell backwards across the line, and that is your equalizer. Just as I was about to say, people don't have time to be typing in the chat. They're watching championship hockey. This happens. And so we're all tied up with 9:35 remaining first half action. As Gilmour draws even.
Gilmour Academy goal scored by number 16, Dawson Lukey. Assisting on the goal, number 15, Brendan Pelusic. By number 13, Max Trepo. Time of the goal, 15:25 of the first half. Lukey from Pelusic and Trepo, 13:25.
Lukey from Pelusic and Trepo. As this is picked up by Woodenberg, sent out towards the left side. Fired around the boards, and the Huskies sending fresh legs out. That's Doyle chasing in. Lasky out on the ice as well. And Kuvo sends it from D to D. That's Cosgrove. And now up through the middle, Rockland. Sent down towards Korick. And fired up ahead. Here's Rutley. Shedding the hit. Out in front, and Northwood comes up with another one. Northwood responding quickly. That's the Hall line out there. Just a little bit over a minute after Gilmour scores the equalizer. As the ref kicking the centers out of the faceoff circle. And so Northwood leading 2-1. Just about 8 minutes remaining, and getting deep on the weak side. Carson Hall goes to the backhand, and Varmecki with the save. A solid saucer pass from deep in the Husky zone, going cross ice, picking up Hall on the weak side. As Hall was racing down that right wing side. Played into the corner. This is Cosgrove. pestered, stolen away temporarily. Schneid out on the ice for Northwood. And that goes to the weak side. Shot, rebound, and save. As Korick under attack up close. Alrighty, at the dorm where all the players live, the injured players are all here watching their teammates. Hey, best in your recoveries, players. And thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sure you can see some of the extra action that's going on either around the puck or away from the play. Into the slot and stripped away. That was Beaumont shutting down that attack.
Northwood's goal scored by number 21, Pepe Delaquadre. Assisting on the goal, number 5, Carson Hall. And number 15, Ryan Buckley.
Oh my God!
Time of the goal, 16:48, the first half. Delaquadre from Hall. And Buckley, 16:48.
Zonin from the left side with a laser of a wrister. And so there's the mystery 21. That's Delaquadre out there. Not on the ice right now, but Delaquadre picks up the goal. As we see Bruna out on the ice for the Huskies. Played around with Lukey, sends it up ahead. And this is Clark. Clark taking a big hit at the half wall. Played around to the near side. Picked up by the Huskies. This is Bruna carrying it out. Lasky over the blue line, taken away by Gaudette. Gaudette fading out towards the right side, sends it down low as Korick fires it around, trying to get it out of the zone. And that's held in at the point as Rutley. A little chip and change. Fresh legs coming out on the ice for Northwood. This is Treppo battling his way as he is pestered by the Huskies. And we see O'Donoghue out on the ice for Northwood. And Ergo as well. Ergo pressuring down low, heading into the far side corner. Centering pass down to that low left circle again. And now a 2-on-2 heading in. As that's stopped by Bookbinder with a sliding stop. Bookbinder firing it up to center ice. And now here's Hall. Hall plays it off of the end boards. 4:15 remaining, first half action. You're watching the 42nd annual Northwood Invitational Prep Championship game. This to close out an exciting 3 days long weekend in the Olympic Village of Lake Placid. My name's Glenn Burnett with the play-by-play and color commentary. It's been a fun and feisty weekend. It has not been mild, it has been spicy. Played down low, picked up by Gilmour. McMahon carrying it across the center stripe. McMahon working his way beyond the defense. Down to his knees and back up to his feet as Northwood coming away with it. Schneid with the shot grabbed out of the air for Mickey. And this from Robert Smith. Logan is my grandson. Number 2 for Gilmour. We are in Homosassa, Florida. Welcome. As this is played around to the near side, Zonin chasing in after it. Bruna out on the ice, and he's battling as both players and we get a hold. And that seemed a bit evident as Bruna was tangling with Dowling, and the Huskies send one to the box. So Gilmour looking for the equalizer once again. Gilmour.
Northwood school minor penalty to number 20, Patrick Broda. He receives 2 minutes for holding. Time of the penalty, 21:43. The first half.
This is Stafford.
For holding, 21:43.
Ah, there we go. This is Stafford who hands it out to Beaumont. Beaumont crashing into the end wall. Fedorov up to the point, shot out in front. As that's blocked away by Korik, and now Lasky with it. Now we just cleared up a little bit of the high end on the microphone here. Down below the goal line, out in front. And Gilmour on the power play, another 58 seconds left. As we see Ergo skating out for Northwood. And this is Palusak on the face-off. And so we get a high stick out there and a stoppage of play. We'll set up the face-off in the Gilmour zone. Lancers down by 1, trailing 2-1. With 45 seconds remaining on their power play. Looking to get some more shots on net as we see Guberman out on the ice. Hanging at the half wall on the far side, we see McMahon. Down low, Lukey up to McMahon. Out across to Gaudette. Gaudette out towards the left wing side. Gaudette sends it across to McMahon. And Korik corralling the puck. And now Northwood freshening up in the defensive end. Lasky for the faceoff. Lasky bodying up on the puck handler. Bookbinder plays it back around the corner as Volpe chucks it up ahead. Racing down as this is Doyle. Doyle to Lasky. Lasky below the goal line. Sends it up to the left point. Volpe with a shot. That one glanced up into the glass. As we're back to even strength. Played around the corner.
Last minute of play in the first half.
And zipped around to Batten. Up ahead as Jones chases in. Jones, one of the Northwood captains. As we see Clark. And it looks like that one got outside the zone. And so we got a neutral zone face-off just outside the Gilmour zone. on the far side dot. 43 seconds remaining in this first half. As we see Della Quadri back out on the ice. For those of you who are following on the Northwood line chart, you might not see Della Quadri's name, but we have it on good source, good authority. And that's who our mystery skater number 21 is. As Korek drops it out to Woodenberg. Woodenberg angled all the way across to Ergo. Ergo taking a hit as he crashes down to the ice. And Della Quadri. And that'll close out the half. An exciting, competitive first half of action as Northwood, with a 2-1 lead going into the intermission, will go ahead and cut the ice. We'll check the barometric pressure, rotate the tires. When we come back, we'll tell you why you don't store the topiaries in the linen closet. Everybody is waiting with bated breath for that one. From the 1932 rink at the Jack Shea Arena in the Olympic Village of Lake Placid, New York, you're watching Game Capsule TV on YouTube, the 42nd annual Northwood Invitational Prep Championship. We'll be right back. Okay, what is Northwood's goalie's name? And that is Jan Korek, number 31, Jan Korek. He's a senior. Alrighty, well, we're going to step away briefly, and we'll circle back as soon as we're ready for the second half.
How long will it be up? Till God comes back. What's that? Yeah, it'll be on. The only difference is we take the files, we cut them up so that they're one file per game. So until we edit all the games, the live stream file will be up, and then the Gilmour by itself.
So
My mind is sorry. I've got 100 things going on.
she's a doctor. She says that Thomas, the one that went down before,
The what?
the girl that went down before during the game, she said she'll probably be okay. But she said during the celebration, one of the girls got hurt when they banged their arm and hand together, and there was a break on the celebration.
Oh, jeez.
Wow. But she's the mom for Matt Johnson in this game and Sophie Johnson in the other game.
One of the siblings.
Yeah. She's the one who told me, hey. Yes, I did.
She wasn't there, so she
I'm going to ask one more time because I know you love it. We don't have as much engagement on this one, but I can understand, you know, sometimes you just want to watch the game. Besides, I guess the girls' side is more chatty than the boys' side, naturally. Alrighty, folks, it's back to that time again as we get underway for second half action. As we enter the second half, the Huskies leading 2-1. 5-on-5 on the ice. You're watching the Boys Prep Championship, the 42nd annual Northwood Invitational. This has been an exciting 3 days long hockey tournament. My name's Glenn Burnett with the play-by-play and color commentary. So good to be here. So glad you'd have me here as we get a lot of excitement right off the bat for Gilmour. As this is played around the boards. Hello, Gino Giordano from Montreal, Canada. Good luck to Gilmour Prep and to my grandson, Zachary Gaudet, number 3, who's out on the ice right now, patrolling neutral ice. And now over on the left point, out in front, as Zonnet comes away with it, we get a stoppage of play as the net alongside Korick comes off of its moorings. Shout out to our production lead, Matt Scheller, putting in extra duties on camera operations, helping to coordinate all of the production aspects of this weekend. As you're able to watch this on the Game Capsule TV channel. Play down low. That's Bookbinder up at the point. Played off of the glass as Gilmour gets out of their own zone. All knotted up in the shots on goal comparison. It's been a very physical game out here. Nobody is here to make friends right now, it would appear, as that big blast into the boards delivered by Lukey, finishing off the hit. And Lasky coming off gingerly under his own power. Took the hit at the half wall. It appears it might have just knocked the wind out of him. Bruna out on the ice, out across to Volpe. Volpe sends it up ahead as Varmecki hands it off. This is McMahon. McMahon up along the left wing boards. This one is chucked in deeply by Dalton Mays. Now, if my sources are accurate, and sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't, Dalton Mays also has skated in the NAPHL. That's a league that I've been able to cover. Oh, out in front, and Schneid with a little bit of a deke move out in front of the net, going towards the backhand and then wrapping it around to the forehand as Varmecki was pushing out to deny the shot. And Schneid putting a little bit of insurance out there. 2:55 into the second half, and Northwood with a 3-1 lead. As Della Quadri out on the ice for the faceoff. And so we were saying Dalton Mays skates as well out of AAA major in the NAPHL league. That's the NAHL Prospects Division. Ergo. This is Hall sending it down behind the net. Played up to Beaulieu. Kicked away by Varmecki. Back out to Beaulieu. Out to the weak side. A little bit too much sauce on that one as Zonin unable to grab it and handle it. As things quiet down for just a moment, this is Batten from the left wing side, centering pass to Zonin. Zonin trying to get a quick release, but tied up, and Gilmour comes away with it. Shot, and what a release there. That was McMahon getting it off the blade quickly, and Korek snatching that one for a save. There are some of these skaters out here will end up in some of my other travels for commentary work. Stolen away. And racing down, that'll be icing. So as some of these players might skate in the NAPHL, which is one area that coincides with my schedule sometimes. And some of the other, if they're skating, some of that upper tier AAA skate, you might see some of these folks once again. Lasky sends it around to Volpe. Volpe fires that one high and hot. Nice little move by Lasky. Now, Bruna, pardon me, as Bruna takes a hit, an exception taken by Beaumont, who lost his edge when Bruna had slipped away. Bruna playing a little bit of the bull fighter as he had pulled away, and Beaumont tried to apply the hit, and on Bruna's way up the ice, gave a little bit of a knowing look back and waved as if to say, "You didn't get me, we'll see you next time." And since then, Beaumont has laid a couple of hits on Bruna. All part of the responsibilities of hockey anyway. You got to use the body and you got to follow on your hits. And if there's an underlying storyline, so be it. As this is Guberman trying to dig it away. Picked up by Cosgrove. And Schneid with a hit at the blue line. As Kuvo back up to his skates. Centering pass. You see Dupuis out on the ice for the Huskies. As traffic comes barreling through into Corrick's neighborhood. That one looked a little bit like a display of eminent domain, as those who wanted to charge right through claimed the area of the cage, plowed it away. Now it's been set back up onto its moorings. 18:47 remaining in regulation. Huskies up 3-1. All tied up in the shots on goal department right now, if that means anything. And now here's Urgo, widening out along the left wing boards. Down below the goal line. Played out towards Palusak. Palusak trying to clear it, but held in. That's Beaulieu up at the left point. And Urgo pinned by the hip against the boards, finally getting out, centering pass. Couldn't connect up with Della Quadri. And Hall comes in from out of nowhere and helps to keep the puck in the Gilmour zone. That'll buy some time as Northwood getting some replacements out. And a big hit as Treppo was shoved from behind. And now Zonin from the left wing side pulls up short stop, gets a shot off but deflected away as Varmecki continuing to keep tabs on things. Played down to Zonin. Zonin tries to angle it away from the boards. This pops out in front. A little deflection through traffic. Sante out on the ice. And this is picked up by Zonin. Zonin rises that a little bit too quickly as it comes up around the glass. I think it's a couple of times that I've seen young Zonin with a bit of a laser wrister. If it's not on target, it comes up off of the glass and wraps around and ends up all the way back in the Husky zone. For what it's worth, if that angle is a similar angle every time, I might either want to train that puck a little bit lower or change that angle a little bit so that the puck doesn't end up in my defensive zone so quickly. When you have that kind of laser shooting, that'll wrap around those corner glass and corner boards. And it could be a bit detrimental as Bruna picking up the available puck. And this is Rutley with a whip. And that one comes off the end boards. Picked up by Stafford, sent up along the boards, and now handled at neutral ice. From D to D, Bruna with it. Bruna across to Volpe. Volpe up the chain over to Sparrow. Sparrow sends it deep into the offensive zone. And the Huskies getting reinforcements with Beaulieu and Woodenberg out on the ice now. As this is handled by Bajer. And then chased down by Beaumont. Beaumont behind the goal line. Centering pass, nobody in that slot area. And now this is picked up by Sparrow. Dropped off to Woodenberg. Woodenberg going for the far side post. That is punched away by Varmecki. Checking in on the chat board right now to see if anybody else is chiming in. Anybody want to share any colored comment? Where are you watching from? Who are you watching? What sweater number? What team? Heck, if you want to tell me that you play as well, go ahead and send it up in the chat. Let me know who you play for. Hall grabbing this pass from behind. Down to the ice and back up to the feet. As we see Johnson. Now Johnson's sister skates for Gilmour Academy, and they just grabbed up the championship. That's Sophia Johnson. We had put a request out, a little trivia request to the chat board during the girls' championship, and I had asked if either of the teams have siblings that play on them. Well, some have siblings within the same program as this one. Ricochets out in front. Varmecki trying to see through a screen. And we saw that the Sterling sisters played together on the same Gilmour Academy team, but we also saw that a sister and a brother skate for Gilmour Academy. Right now, Matt Johnson out on the ice. Number 22, actually already came off of the ice. 13:41 remaining second half action. Northwood up 3-1. Even in the shots department, 16 apiece. My name is Glenn Burnett with the play-by-play and color commentary. Handling all the commentary for a few select games here at this 42nd annual Northwood Invitational. Bruna chasing in. Battling up against Lukey. Lukey has teammate Clark helping out. Clark with a shot. That one gets broken up before it meets its destination. And Treppo sends it up ahead. Korick coming out of the net and hands it off. This is Volpe. Volpe with a saucer pass out to Lasky. We saw earlier Lasky took that big hit up against the half wall, and he had to come off a bit gingerly. Looked like he was out of breath, but he has since worked a couple of shifts out there and seems to be doing all right. Looks like full power. All right, this just in. Face off in the Gilmour zone as this one comes around. Picked up by McMahon. McMahon able to get through. And a gasp from the Gilmour crowd as that's called offsides. Just as McMahon had slipped past the pressure. Played up ahead. Korick will hand it off to Beaulieu. Beaulieu sends it around. And Schneid, with some initiative, drops it off to Beaulieu. Beaulieu wraps it around. Schneid's going to cut it off at the half wall as that slips out to neutral ice and then dumped back in as Ergo pressuring deep in the offensive zone, just enough time to get reinforcements. Della Quadri out on the ice as well. And a nice little move on the skates from Dowling. Dowling, an assistant captain for Gilmour. And a collision between Dowling and Woodenberg as Dowling coming in on the pressure. Della Quadri out on the ice. From the right side, that one broken up by Ergo, and Ergo trying to break through with a steal there. Couldn't do it. He had plenty of open ice in front of him as that deflection by Bajer goes up and over the cage. And now Hall has that poke checked away. That's Rockland. As that's and we have a stoppage of play. As we look around the arena, freshly renovated, in preparation for next year's FISU, the FISU World University Winter Games, where the Lake Placid Olympic Center facilities have been under renovation for quite some time. We've lost a lot of activity out here. Of course, we lost a lot of activity due to the pandemic, but that also allowed for some time for some of the renovations to be done. This 32 rink has been updated a bit with a couple of rows of seating on the opposite side of the ice, and it is a very popular place for people to sit as they sit right above the boards, above the glass.
Julian Bova receives 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 14-21. The second half. Beaumont for roughing at 14-21.
Varmecki with a save there as Gilmour on the penalty kill. Another 95 seconds remaining in the kill. 10:14 remaining in regulation. So right now the 80 rink, the Herb Brooks Arena, still under renovations. So this Northwood Invitational, which would typically include the 80 rink, you'll notice that none of the games broadcast out of that arena. And you might ask, why only the USA and 32 rink? One of those reasons is because of the renovations that are being done in advance of the 2023 University Winter Games, which this area has seen some updates done. Shot from the weak side, and Zonin finally able to connect. From the right side, we had seen Zonin roaming around so often on the left side where his attacks have been coming from. This time able to square up and releases it just quickly enough, catching nothing but net. And Northwood going up 4-1. With 9.5 to go, and that cuts out a lot of work for Gilmour, as they are back to even strength out on the ice. And so a lot of attention recently being placed on preparing this region, not just Lake Placid. Of course, a lot of the winter games will come through Lake Placid, but Saranac Lake will also have some updates done there. And Paul Smith's College has added a biathlon course in preparation. And so this area continuing to grow its winter sports. Don't have an exact date on when they will have the 80 rink opened up again, but that 80 rink has had some adjustments made so that the Olympic size width can be flexed.
Power play, number 6, Bill Zana. Assisting on the goal, number 2, Daniel Buckbinder. And number 13, Billy Patton.
And so Bookbinder and Batten getting the assist on Zonin's goal. Bookbinder and Batten.
On the power play at 15-29.
And so that was on the power play. That 80 rink will have the ability, when they're all completely done, it will have the ability to go from 100 feet wide to 85 feet wide, which makes it NHL dimensions. And that is especially meaningful as the Olympic Center hosts ECAC semifinals and championship tournaments at the end of the NCAA's Division I run-up to the Frozen Four. So a lot of work being done in the area. Of course, a little bit of patience on behalf of some of us folks, including the game capsule producer, as a lot of the activities in this Olympic Village have been stalled out a little bit. And now just under 8 minutes remaining. Bruna trying to get a shot off as this is chipped away. And now one-on-one with Volpe on defense. Centering pass into the slot. That's McMahon chasing in. Shot through traffic picked up by Batten. Batten sends it over to Zonin. Zonin dumps it and will come off the ice. All knotted up at 18 apiece on the shots on goal, but the yield for the Huskies, 3 goals more. Rutley hands it off, and this is Doyle and Lasky. Lasky trying to get the shot off, but denied. As this is Beaumont battling for it with assistance from Fedorov. And Rutley coming away with it. Poked away at by Cosgrove, and now Bruno goes hard off the base of the end boards. Played out to Volpe. Stolen away by Fedorov. As that is played down the ice. Little delay on the icing call. And that'll set up a face-off back in the Lancer zone. Let's see here. Can I get a shout out to my fellow teammate and Northwood alum, Nate Boak? Hey, we remember Boak. It's been a couple seasons, hasn't it? So yes, hello Nate Boak. And that's from Tanyan Bajer. Just outside of 6 minutes remaining. And there's another one, Schneid. Picking up another point as that one goes top shelf on the stick side. Milton? Oh, Boak. Boker? This just in. Some of Boak's work is in video format on the Game Capsule catalog. So if you look at the Game Capsule channel, scroll down, take a look at the different videos, you might find Boker's work.
Northwood School goal scored by number 19, James Schneider.
And here's Hall.
Number 11, Cody Dupree. And number 16, Anthony Sparrow. Time of the goal, 14:52. The second half, Schneider from Dupree and Sparrow at 14:52.
Bold guy.
It looks like Sante is going to go to the box. That's a slashing call. And so Gilmour goes to the power play. 5:38 remaining in regulation. Gilmour down by 4. We'll see a little extra shoving at the tail end of that play. Give a shout out. Watching from Toronto, my nephew Treppo, go Gilmour. We've seen Treppo putting a bit of ice time on out there.
Northwood School minor penalty to number 4, Hunter Sante.
And now Gilmour. As they had cycled it around for a moment, this is sent all the way down to Varmecki. Varmecki will settle it down. This from Michael Bedell. These guys would love to come on as guest interviewees. Hey, I'm here for another just shy of 5 minutes. And perhaps next time, certainly. My name's Glenn Burnett with the play-by-play and color commentary. If you ever see me, I mean, you don't see my voice, so you might not recognize me. But, yeah, if you're ever talking to somebody who's around a hockey rink and you hear a voice like this, it might be me. And if you happen to be available for an in-game interview, even if it's just a minute, I'm happy to invite you in, share a little bit of that dynamic. And this in from Tom Barbieri says that the rink has already, it's been painted, it just needs ice now. That's regarding the 80 rink. From the left side, shot punched away by Varmecki. And now this is Mateo watching from city of Bratislava, capital of Slovakia. My son Jan Korek is the goalkeeper for the Huskies. And so to Mateo Korek, welcome. Your son is enjoying a little bit of rest and relaxation right now while the puck is being handled up in the offensive zone. The teams have gone back to even strength. 3 minutes remaining in this championship in regulation. A shout out to nephew Dan Bookbinder, Northwood Huskies, number 2 on a great tournament, watching from Philly, PA. Well, Anita, I might be down in the greater Philly area for a showcase event, AAA Super Series event, PA, New Jersey, next month, mid-month roughly, in February. Handling commentary, we'll see. Don't know quite sure, but we were down in Bristol, down at Grundy Arena back in October, mid-October, for an exposure series down there. This time I might be on the Jersey side, one of the arenas there, as it's nice to be able to tour around the facilities of this great hockey. This is, I would have to say, not just because this is considered, oh, and a close one, as that one sent from the near side. Bajer with a shot towards the near side post, and that just missing the net. I've only just recently spent a little bit of time on the road, similar to the way that these players and teams and families travel thousands of miles as part of their conditioning training.
He receives 2 minutes for high sticking. Time of the penalty, 22:35 of the second half. Roughly for high sticking at 22:35.
And of the various facilities that I've been at thus far, it's very easy, not just because this is relatively local to me. I'm only 8 miles out from Lake Placid. But I get some of the best action out here. So I very easily could say that this is a top 5 facility in my books. 2 of those top 5, I would say, are the Herb Brooks and Jack Shea arenas. Go figure, they happen to be within the same Olympic Center. But in my travels, I've enjoyed various facilities. This one just seems to be right up there with the best of them. Watching grandson Brandon Palusak, number 15 from Galena, Ohio. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. As they're winding out the last 78 seconds of regulation. Gilmour still on the power play. At the very least, looking to try to put another one in the back of the net. Northwoods has pretty much pulled this together. That Schneid goal and then the one preceding it, the Zonen goal, really were tough ones, as this had been close throughout the first half.
Last minute of play in the second half.
So we're going to be winding down the remainder of this championship Monday. It'd be sad to see you all go. I do thank you all for chiming in on the chat. Shout out to my producer for recognizing the value of having the chat there for us, and also for putting up all the camera work. There is little chance I'd be able to put one eye on the chat, one eye on the game, one eye on the camera, and a mouth going along with it. Well, it's really good to interact. Both sides, Gilmour, Northwood, all of the other teams that competed in this event. We saw South Kent out there. Didn't get to watch the UCC, but we did catch some Nichols out there. Caught a few Gilmour Academy. Thank you so much for all of you folks supporting those teams. Upper Canada College, didn't get a chance to see them. Only caught a little bit of St. Andrews in action, and that'll do it as the Huskies close it out. And that is uncalled for. Well, we did say that this game would probably be this side of collegial, and when I was saying this side of collegial, I was thinking on the Moore side of collegial, but towards the end there, actually on the other side of collegial, as we saw Longglade taking a stick to the hamstring, and that is unfortunate. As both teams gather at the center stripe to exchange goodwill on the handshake line. A little more goodwill from some over others. Good game, good game. Safe travels, good meals, good luck. What a great day to be a hockey player. What a great day to play hockey. And so at the end of regulation, taking the victory and the championship, Northwood Huskies. On the other side, the Gilmour Academy girls taking the championship. So both teams suffer a loss in one category and a victory in the other. Bit of hockey pride out there. My name's Glenn Burnett with the play-by-play and color commentary, closing out the broadcast for Game Capsule TV on YouTube. For those of you still tuned in, the live stream will still be available for a short period of time, but all of the footage will be chopped up and uploaded in separate clips from each game. And so keep an eye on the YouTube channel. Check in with Game Capsule TV. Like, comment, and subscribe as we get set for the trophy presentation.
On behalf of Northwood School, I'd like to congratulate Gilmour Academy on their runner-up finish in the Northwood tournament. And at this time, I'd like to call the captains for Northwood School up to receive their championship trophy for the 42nd annual Northwood Invitational.
And so Hall and Jones, captains on the Huskies, as they collect the trophy. Thank you all for contributing. Kindness, friendliness. We've got a little bit of weather out there, so for those of you traveling outside of the Lake Placid area, safe travels out there. From the bottom of my heart to the top of my lungs. On behalf of Game Capsule TV, the production crew, thank you, Matt. Thanks to the coaches out there who facilitated all of the line charts and roster information. Some of the players are also jumping in, running down some of that information for me. Now I've worked up a bit of an appetite. Not sure, should I drop by Generations and order something to go? We'll see. I think so. I feel like a burger. I mean, I don't feel like I'm a burger. I mean, I feel like I'm hungry for one. So that'll wrap it up for the broadcast. We'll put this all to bed. We'll see you the next Northwood Invitational. From the Jack Shea Arena, alongside the 32 rink in the Olympic Village of Lake Placid, New York, my name's Glenn Burnett, signing off. We'll see you next time. Thank you.